All right, so up first. Oh man, this is weird. I don't even know if this is going to switch well. Hang on here. Yes, yes, it will. All right, cool. Cool. Okay, up first, got Nathan. Good old Nathan. Hey, 90. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. I'm going to move this up here. We're actually going to be using the XP Pen display for this. It's the first time I'm using it for this exact reason. I'm excited, man. I've been wanting to like draw on people's portfolios. We'll see how this goes. Anyways, so we've got this portfolio here. I'm going to just, I don't know where I'm going to put me. Maybe it'll shrink me down here somewhere. Yes, so Nathan wants to be a technical environment artist and doesn't really have extra details. Says not really. This is you, right, 90? How you doing, man? Mr. C's. What's good? Okay, so, wow, this is really weird because I've got portfolios up here and then down here as well. So I actually really like the branding that you've got going on with these right here. Just centering up the logo. It actually looks rather clean. Normally I'd say don't do that, but it looks really good actually. And I can tell like you're not doing it with these ones because you want to really show the material, right? Or like the scene. So make modular add-on. Oh, what's this? Oh, look at this. That's an amazing way to display that. I think this is an awesome logo here design for the Make Modular add-on. I would actually maybe put some text here that says like Blender add-on or something. I mean, I know it says it when you highlight over it, but it's just knowing that it's something that you can download. You want to get one as well? So this is the Innovator 16. So it's really nice actually. They oh, that's kind of cool. Apparently it scrolls when I do this. It's pretty good. They sent it over to me so I could try it out. I told them I was going to be doing a lot of feedback with you guys, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's look at these. So we got fake shadow clouds. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Yes, this is very technical HDRI skybox material. Just kind of scroll through this stuff and just kind of take a look. I mean, it looks effective. It looks like it's doing what you expect it to. I think with you saying it's HDR or an HDRI, I would like to see it being like overexposed to just see how it kind of pushes its way. Gabs, actually the reviews are technically closed right now, but you're going to be able to apply through there. It's good to see you also. And if you would like, we have a Discord. There's a lot of reviewing that goes on in there, even without me. So just looking at this portfolio, it's pretty minimal right now. Let's see, was it damaged tarp vertex painting? Oh man, sometimes, there we go. That's nice. I guess the only downside is the vertex painting part, right? Like to be able to have that. Oh, look at that. Changing the. Well, I guess tarp is also going to have vertices just because of the way you need it to move and whatnot. So maybe it's not all that rough. I do like this though. See, I don't know what I'm getting into when I look at these thumbnails. I mean, I guess it's like I want to just look at it and no without having to mouse over. I don't know. Maybe that's a personal choice. But let's look at these. So you got a scene. This scene's pretty cool. The leaves, like these elements here that are framing, like if I copy this, let's just go into Photoshop here. Oh, wow, that actually almost fit. Hang on. Let's just make this bigger. So when we're looking at this scene, I'm going to move this mic here. You're going to see I'm looking down, so sorry if it's if that bugs you. Just do red color here. So you've got these elements here, right? Oh man, this is so much faster than. So, and then all this stuff here. Like these elements are like foreground, right? Taking those and just blurring them, like using the depth of field, this whole side thing here probably needs to go back maybe about this. Actually, I can probably just do, it needs to go back maybe to about here, because you don't want it to take up too much room of your shot. And like if you look at how you're centered up in your scene, this rock is super centered. There's some pretty interesting elements here with the trees, and I like seeing those. So by pushing these leaves back, you see it a little bit more. But this rock being so centered, I'd almost imagine you would move the camera maybe more this way, and then actually take the scene and rotate it maybe just enough so that these trees here kind of go a little bit further back as well, and then you end up getting the rock more here. Now with that, this is definitely going to get pushed away, probably more to like somewhere around there. And so I think framing and composition wise, it would just look stronger. This is also a super wide shot, just as a FYI. Trying to see, because you could almost, just gonna see if I can, you can almost do that, and it's stronger. It's just I would hesitate to keep this centered or so centered in the shot. But yeah, let's keep going here. Scene's pretty cool. It's very flat in the albedo values and just kind of the atmosphere that you're going for. It's very overcast, right? Hey, did I just released change my username since? Oh yeah, Cairo, I fixed it. We fixed it yesterday. Someone helped me locate your stuff. This is a cool way of making your rock as well. Your stone and its carvings. Nice. So I guess this was your sexy 5-minute sketch in Photoshop. Looks better than some of my 5-minute sketches. I'll give you that. And then let's look at this one here. So this one's pretty interesting. I mean, it's very simple, right? And you can see, like, when you look at the reference. Oh, dude, is that an alien? Oh my god. Speaking of aliens, Photogenic, what's up, man? How you doing? Melenkov, also, how are you doing? So if you look at that scene there, and I guess we need to show this one. I'm just gonna shrink this down so we can kind of look at them side by side. I guess you're doing the shot with the alien. The shot with the alien is interesting. Let me make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Yeah, the shot of the alien is interesting, but I really like these overhead lights and just like the shadows there, the light edges that they end up casting. So you have like this line here, and it goes all the way down, right? And then you have this one. Like that stuff's super interesting to me, and I think you're missing out on a more dynamic lighting scenario than like what you've used here. The only other thing I would probably, well, there's two things I would mention. So the ground, is pretty dynamic. This is like the perfect opportunity to be like vertex painting puddles and whatnot. So okay, wait, 90. What's going on here? You're saying, so the only thing that I actually made in this scene is the stone. The rest is from a pack. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, overall, that shot looked pretty good. You're talking about from the rock scene. So it's more about you working on composition and your little hero asset in the middle. So I guess what I was talking about is still valid enough. But yeah, so looking at the ground here, let me just make sure. Using Megascan assets and materials. So this ground is pretty dynamic, and you can see like the rock or stone and stuff is kind of breaking this edge up, so it's not so even, right? And then it looks like there's a board or something there. If I had to follow it roughly, you can see how not straight it is, right? And that makes it quite interesting. And then there's a good curve here. And then you've got like a puddle thing here, and you can see some of the tracks. This looks like it's pretty it's old. It's not being used anymore, right? What's up, Martin? How you doing? So when you look at that and then you go to yours is very simple as well as like really wide here. So looking at the width here, and then I think if we take the levels on this, you can see, let's do this. Bring the levels up. You have your edge here, and just making that edge more dynamic and organic. I think this is a perfect opportunity to use a material from like Megascans or something, right? And just using like terrain and painting between those two materials to kind of like break up this surface and kind of paint where puddles would be and all that jazz. And just remember, like having a slight curve, even if it was really subtle, would do wonders. And then the lighting scenario, like I was talking about earlier. The only other thing I would mention is these lines here and like how small these are. So these lines here, they're very, very, very thin. So you don't really catch them like you do in the actual image here, like the photo from the show. So those are very prominent, right? And they're also quite visible in the roughness. So you can see in like this glancing angles with the light is that you can actually catch those lines. And those are those details you just want to make sure that you're hitting. So this stuff here, making sure that those are visible. Trying to see if I can see anything else. You remember too, based off of, I'm panning all over the place, but based off of this image, this is quite old, right? So remember that you can see it a little bit, but there's like discoloration under here that's connecting to this thing. And like this piece, for example, is a different color than the one next to it. And there's some, I don't know, it looks like there's some discoloration throughout. Getting that type of breakup's really going to kind of bring in that realistic look that I think you're wanting to go for. But let me lower this. This music's really loud for me. Boozle, what's up? How you doing? Hello. But yeah, I think I pointed out enough in that piece. Technical environment artist. I'm glad that you're stating it in your portfolio. I would start saying things that even though you're seeing the text here, maybe like say like Blender add-on in the corner here, or just something to get people understanding what you're doing. Dude, I keep forgetting Quincy. Good times. But yeah. So it's a nice portfolio. I'm not sure what I could say to help you push more into the technical, like tech artist mindset. Maybe some like interesting solutions or pipelines that you can build in order to get content in quickly, or like elegant solutions to common problems that you see environment artists going through. I would just start building tools maybe. I don't know. But yeah, here's my fancy water. Oh man. But overall, like these, if you want to be a technical environment artist, I would just put these over here. I mean, you could have the environments in front and just have these as like, maybe you could have a logo that just says tech and tools. And I think that'd be enough. But all right, cool. Was that helpful enough to you, 90? If you do you have any questions before I move forward? Yeah, dude, I think if you're gonna play with Houdini, I would probably use it to come up with solutions for building large scenes quickly, or just that you have an interest in it. And a lot of technical artists I know are the ones that are kind of constructing the shaders as well. So, um, at least in my last couple places I've worked. What's up, Justin B? How you doing? Hi, Exile. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna switch over. 90. If you got any questions, just DM me. Griffey. Yes. So these are gonna actually. So after the stream, let me get out of here and we'll switch over.